Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hello everybody, Kieran aka the Lad here, and I haven't done one of these videos for a while now. As you can already see, it's a look at a freely downloadable PDF magazine. So you can go on the website, grab it without paying anything, and enjoy it. I looked at a few others previously, like Retro Gaming World, and there was the PC Engine magazine and the Spectrum magazine I looked at that Sun Team have done. There was Classic Gaming magazine from America. That was another one I looked at. So yeah, I was always looking to find more of these because these videos have proved pretty popular, and people are always pretty excited to discover about these free magazines. And I came across another one that's actually probably the most recent one of the lot. In many ways I've looked at. The Retro Gaming World is still going, so obviously they're still making new issues. But this is all the issues, so it's a complete set, a bit like with Classic Gaming, or the Sun Team ones, but not that old, as you can see. It's from 2021, and it's Sega Mania magazine. And at the moment I'm just on the screen with the issues, but just go to their website, the Sega Mania website, which I will of course link in the description for anyone who wants to check it out, because I'm sure everyone watching this will, because it's pretty damn cool. So there's obviously some links at the top. So there's a bit about the magazine, but just to give you a brief overview, basically this was a magazine that was started up by some Sega enthusiasts, and the main guy behind it all was a guy called Tim Huggle, who self-funded it initially to get it going, and then basically they got people to pre-order the magazine to basically fund each issue. So a bit of a crowdfunding model in a way, I suppose. But unfortunately, a few things cost them. There was high interest in the magazine initially. It says there, sales in the thousands, and then it dropped off to 350 copies apparently. So that was one contributing factor. The interest died off, but also Royal Mail postage, which has proved a bugbear for a lot of people. I'm surprised it didn't mention cost of printing going up as well, actually. But Royal Mail postage has done a lot of people in, because Royal Mail just keep putting their prices up quite often unexpectedly. And if you've already charged people for postage, it kind of gets you. And also with things like eBay, where eBay sets limits for postage, but then Royal Mail put their prices up and eBay don't adjust the limits, which screws a lot of people as well. But that's the kind of a brief overview anyway. So obviously because it wasn't selling and anymore, he decided to call it a day and lost $7,000 in the process, which is a great shame to see, because it's a really quality product. So you can buy some of the issues as well, the ones that you can are still available, so that's good as well. So if you want to buy some physical print issues, you still can, which is quite cool as well, because I know a lot of people do prefer the physical thing. But we have got the PDF issues, which we'll go to here. So there are, as you can see, 7 issues, and I know that looks a lot more like 7 issues, but you'll see that what they've done is on here you've got issue 1, but then you've got a remastered version of issue 1. Then you've got a remastered version of issue 3 as well. So you've got some slightly different versions of those issues, and then there's some bonus stuff down the bottom. So cover CDs, there's a Triple Trouble mini comic that they did, and there's a couple of covers that were for the issues that were never actually published when they called it a day. So there we go. So we'll have a look at a few issues. I won't look at them all, but we'll go with issue 1 first. So we'll click on the remastered one. I don't know what the difference will be. So unlike a lot of these sites where you have to actually download the PDF first before you can read it, and then use your favourite PDF application, Adobe or whatever, to look at it, this has it all built into the website, and you've got a full screen there function, so we can click that, and it takes us into a full screen view, which is pretty good. So, and it opens like a book, which is nice to see. Though why it's all pushed to one side of the screen, I'm not sure. why it's come out like that. Oh, you can zoom it. Oh, and then that has actually moved it into the centre of the screen. So we sorted that out. So there's a bit about the magazine there. And then it starts off like 1990s to talk about other things that were happening around the same time. Around that same time as Sega were in their heyday, very much so, especially in the UK, where they, around 1990, they were pretty much controlling the market over here with the Mega Drive and the Master System. Game Gear on the way. So yeah, some news in there. So we've got all sorts of things in there. So obviously straight away you got Alex Kidd in Miracle DX, which is that modern kind of remake that they made of the game. So as well as old Sega stuff, there's new Sega stuff as well. So there's a bit about the Mega Drive there. Some game reviews. So we've got Strider, Chase HQ, Columns, Golden Axe, Gauntlet, Super Hang-On. So really high standards you can see in all this stuff. Really well done in terms of the graphic design. And the writing's very, very good as well. It's a really quality product, actually. Really, really professional if you look at it. To be fair with reviews, I prefer to have ratings on them, but some people don't. Alter Beast. Paperboy Master System US Gold there, and they've done it like a black and white paper. But obviously that's just made it look like it's the Game Boy version. So the game isn't actually black and white. We just thought this looked cool. But that it does make it look just like the Game Boy version, which did kind of make me laugh. If you just heard a whack, apologies for that, because that was my cat jumping on my desk where my microphone was. Very annoying as I was talking. He's gone now, because I just pushed him off. But hopefully it didn't pick up too much noise with him doing that. He's a pain in the bum. He's been doing it all day. Super Thunderblade, Alex Kidd. So yeah, lots of game reviews in here. There's a bit about music, which is quite cool. Interview with a musician. There's some book reviews in the back there and other stuff, like the Mega Drive arcade pad there. I use one of them with my PC, the official one, the Retrobit one, for when I record footage from emulators and stuff. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. Really good purchase. Really good. Some clothing there. So yeah, some cheats and stuff there at the back as well. God, my cat just will not stop trying to jump on the desk, so I'm trying to stop him while I'm looking at this as well. Very annoying indeed. And then like a little preview of the next issue, and it mentions there a podcast that you could go and listen to as well that went with the magazine. Even better, even more content, and we'll try to go out of that now and get back to the main thing. There we go. So let's go to issue 5. So I'll skip a few issues. I don't want to look at every single one, because I don't want to spoil everything. You wanted to go and find something for yourself. So issue 5 there, and it mentions we reached out to Simon K. Bennett, a freelance artist, so he could produce something. So he did that. Absolutely outstanding comic book style Streets of Rage cover. I really, really like that artwork. I think it's so good. Really, really good indeed. So let's put that into full screen view. And then there we go. That puts it into there. So Sega Mania issue 5. So this is kind of cool the way they've done this as a gallery with the reviews, who wrote for it. I'm not familiar with any of these people actually. I don't think I've met any of them at events or anything over the years, which seems kind of strange in a way. But there we go. So obviously this is all the stuff that's in this issue, as I say. And then we go look at the year 1994. Columns versus Golden Axe. Sega News, so all sorts of different bits and pieces there. Interview, so talking about Toe Jam and Earl, which is very cool. Toe Jam and Earl is one of my favourite Mega Drive games. Absolutely love it. Now you got Enemy, nice feature there. Then a big bit on Sonic 3, including some stuff about Michael Jackson. Wonder Dog, WF Rage in the Cage on the Mega CD. Cool game, but suffers from not having multiplayer modes on it, which I just don't understand. It's got everything else in it. It's great, but why it doesn't have multiplayer modes, I just don't know. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, brilliant game. Of course, it's just Puyo Puyo reskinned, but still good game. Microcosm, Tomcat Alley, Pete Sampras, probably the best tennis game on the Mega Drive. The Terminator. The CD version is the one you want with the Terminator. Jurassic Park, that's Mega CD as well. Dragon's Lair. Tell Germinal in Panic of Funkotron. I'm not particularly a fan of the sequel, I have to say. It just never gelled with me. I much preferred the original game. The original game is brilliant. I love there's a dog poo in there. So it's obviously not a very good game. I've obviously not. I read the thing there about the game. They made the game brown because they knew how bad it was. I have to say I've never played Gunship, so I can't comment really. Powermonger, I really like Powermonger. I played a lot of the ST version. Castlevania, Eternal Champions, Marco's Magic Football, Virtual Pinball, Crash Dummies, Lost Vikings, Track Rock 2, Chaos Engine, Streets of Rage 3. Good game, but yeah, it's not as good as the second one, unfortunately. I was a little bit disappointed when I played it. VR Virtual Racing. The Mega Drive version is so good, it really is. Even it's got a chip in the cartridge, but it did such a good job with it. Jungle Book, Shadow of the Beast 2. So it's a nice mix as well with the reviews. Obviously, some big name games and some lesser known games, like Normie's Beach Baby-Rama, which is a really strange game. Ground Zero Texas. PGA European Tour, loved that back in the day. I liked the PGA games, but that was the one I ended up buying literally just because it was European Tour. And it had people like Colin Montgomery, which you can see there on it. So golfers I kind of knew. I played the heck out of that back in the day on my Mega Drive. NBA Jam, classic of course. 8-bit Roundup. So some Mars System and Game Gear games there, little kind of mini reviews. Letters, which I didn't see in the previous issue I looked at. Sega Mania's top 10 games our parents wouldn't have wanted us playing. So lots of violent games there like Time Killers, Splatterhouse, Mortal Kombat of course, Techno Cop, Robocop vs Terminator, that's got to be one of the goriest. Great game. Collector's Corner, so something they've kind of borrowed from Retro Gamer magazine. Unusual film and TV stuff and some cheats at the back. Another very good issue with a nice Toe Germinal back cover there. So let's go back and we'll grab another one. So we'll grab that last issue, we'll go issue 7. Get a bit more of a flavour for the magazine, and then I'll leave you all to go and do it yourself. Get it to go full screen properly. There we go. Let's zoom out a little bit more. So here we go. SegaMania.com artwork you can buy. There's the lineup of people involved in the contents and stuff. So the world in 1995, so made it to look like Microsoft Windows, which is quite cool. Father Ted there. Probably one of my favourite TV programs of all time. News Zone. Sega Lord X, who a lot of people probably watch on YouTube, especially if you're Sega fans. Sonic Triple Trouble. Virtua Fighter on the Saturn. Clockwork Knights. We've got a bit of Saturn stuff in this one then. Mega Swiv 2-page review. Didn't like that as much as the ST version, to be the original Swiv, to be honest. Daytona on the Saturn. Worth it just for the music, to be honest. Theme Park. It's a decent version on the Mega Drive, but I'd rather play the Jaguar version. That's my favourite version because it's got loads of extra stuff on it. Chaotix on the 32X. Another 32X. Great Holes, which the name always makes me giggle a bit. That one. Street Racer. Really technically impressive game actually on the Mega Drive. Really pushes the hardware. Snatcher on Mega CD. I can't say I've ever played it, but it's not the kind of game that appeals to me, which is probably why. Rise Star. Syndicate. Alien Soldier. Corpse Kill. Is that Mega CD 32X? It looks like it. Beavis and Butthead. National Victory Goal. One of the first Saturn games I bought. And I thought it was alright. It was okay game, you know, perfectly playable. But then I got later on Sega Worldwide Soccer, which absolutely blew it away. So much better. Basically an evolution of the same game, really, but so much better. Metalhead on 32X, good game, that, actually. Adventures of Batman and Robin, that's an excellent game. Again, another game that really pushes the hardware. Road Rash 3. Road Rash 2 is my favourite one. I think it's mainly a lot of that's because I've just got so much nostalgia for Road Rash 2. It's one of my favourite Mega Drive games. And that's it, really. I don't want to spoil it too much, so I'm not going to show you anymore, but I thought it'd be nice to have a look at a few issues of Sega Mania, and I say there's some lots of extras here that you can look at as well. There's also some stuff about other projects that they're doing, so check that out as well, because obviously talented guys behind this magazine. And yeah, it's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? It's free. Go and get some issues of Sega Mania. Some really nice reading material there for you for your tablet or whatever, especially current times when everyone's a bit skint with the cost of living prices, because we're spending all our money on gas and electric. So go grab yourself some free copies of Sega Mania. Support these guys if you can with their future projects, because they're really talented in what they do, as these issues show. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again for another one very soon. Bye bye.